Hi there! This video is a tutorial on how to install Python and a few other useful tools. These tools are useful since they're the foundation for hundreds of very useful language learning tools. I'll make this video as short as possible. I'm also separating it into 3 different sections, one for Windows, Mac, and Linux. Be sure to check the chapters or timestamps in the description to skip to the part that is relevant to you. I'm going to make this tutorial as simple as I can, but you'll have to do many kind of technical things yourself. If you find things to be overwhelming, be sure to pause the video and take as much time as you need. You should only need to do this once and then it's set up for good. And you don't need to type everything out. I'll be mentioning a lot of things to type, but I'll also put them all in the description so that you can just copy and paste. Now, let's get into it. Windows. The easiest way to install Python on Windows is to open the Microsoft Store. Click on the Start menu, type Microsoft Store, and then click on it. Now, search in the upper right for Python. Then select which version you'd like. You should probably choose the highest number since it's the most recent version. Then click Get. Now, when that's done, open the PowerShell. Right-click on the Start menu again and search for PowerShell. Then right-click and open as administrator. Type Python -- version, and you should see this message if you've successfully installed Python. This method should also install pip, so try typing pip -- version. If one of those didn't work, also try adding the number 3 to the end so they look like this. If that still isn't working, you can install them another way. This also works for people who don't want to use the Microsoft Store. Go to the Python download page and download the latest Windows installer. Find the latest release, usually at the top, then go to the bottom of the page where there's a list of files. You'll almost certainly want the Windows 64-bit installer. It should say recommended next to it. Click that file, then open the download and run the .exe. It'll give you instructions on screen, like this, to install everything. And then check that it's installed. Click on the Start menu again and search for PowerShell. Then right-click and open as administrator and type Python -- version. If you go this route, you probably won't have pip installed. But that can be easily done with this, Python -m ensurepip -- upgrade. Now, run pip -- version just to make sure that it's installed. Again, if the test commands don't work the first time, try adding a 3. If you had to use a 3, whenever you're told to run a Python or pip command, also add a 3 there. Now, the last thing we want to do is install ffmpeg. It's a little harder, so we're going to get another tool that makes it easy. Yes, it's a lot of tools, but this is the easiest way somehow. Anyway, go to Chocolaty's download page and make sure you're on the individual page, so you don't have to pay, and open the PowerShell as an admin. First, we'll check that things are configured correctly to avoid getting any errors. So run Get-ExecutionPolicy, and if it's restricted, run Set-ExecutionPolicy AllSigned. Again, copy-paste from below. If it's not restricted, run this command, which is very long, so I'm not going to read it out. It'll take a few seconds to complete. But if you don't get any errors, type choco and hit enter to verify that it installed. And now you can run choco install ffmpeg and we're finished. If you run into any problems, make sure you followed all the instructions, and if you still have issues, check out the Refold Discord community and politely ask for help. refold.link/join. Now, skip to this time code to see the end of the video and to get some recommendations on what to do next. macOS. Python is quite easy to install on macOS, and for this, you won't need to type anything. Everything is pasted in the description for your convenience. First, let's check if you already have it. Open the terminal app and type Python 3 -- version. If you don't get an output with a number, then you'll need to install Python. Let's get Homebrew installed to make it all super easy. First, run this long command, which again, you can copy from the description. Then hit enter twice and type your admin password. Now do brew install Python, wait a minute, then brew unlink Python and brew link Python. And to finish it, do Python 3 -m pip install -upgrade pip, just to make sure that you've got the most up-to-date version of things. And now, brew install ffmpeg will cover you for ffmpeg. When it's done, type the command ffmpeg just to make sure that everything worked. If you run into problems here, make sure that you followed all the instructions, and if you still have issues, check out the Refold Discord community and politely ask for help. refold.link/join. Now, skip to this timecode on screen to see the end of the video and to get some recommendations on what to do next. Linux. Installing Python, pip, and ffmpeg on Linux is very easy. I'm assuming that you're on an Ubuntu or Debian machine. If you're not, then you'll know what to do. And if you don't know, then you probably are, so don't worry about it. Start by opening the terminal and the description of this video. We're going to be copying and pasting commands. Note that to paste into the terminal, it's not just Control-V, but actually Control-Shift-V. To practice that, paste in sudo apt-get update and sudo apt-get upgrade -y. Hit enter and type your password. This will update everything so that we don't run into issues. Start by trying Python 3 -- version to see if you have it. If you see numbers, then you're good to go. If not, run sudo apt-get install Python 3. And now Python 3 -- version will give you some numbers. Pip is also easy. Just run sudo apt install Python 3 -pip, and then pip-3 -- version to verify. And funny enough, ffmpeg is also really easy. Many machines already have it, so try running ffmpeg -version, just one dash, and see if you get anything. If not, then sudo apt-get install -y ffmpeg will do the trick. That's all there is to it. If you run into problems, make sure you followed all the instructions, and then if you still have issues, check out the Refold Discord community and politely ask for help. refold.link/join. Great work! You now have Python, pip, and ffmpeg. All three useful tools which unlock a bunch of other tools. I recommend you check out my YouTube video on downloading YouTube videos, or the other one about making super accurate subtitles for free. Those are both great, and use these tools above. But that's all I have for this video. No matter the reason you decided to install these tools, I wish you the best of luck. If you found this video useful, please leave a like and subscribe. Happy immersing!